Good day students and welcome to today's lockdown lesson for sales management in 5 part 3. In hierdie gedeelte van die lockdown les gaan ons kyk na die laaste gedeelte van hoofstuk 5 waar ons steeds besig is met verkoopskwotas. So in the first two parts of this video series we looked at what is a sales quota. Ons het gekyk na wat is die doelwitte van 'n verkoopskwota and we looked at the four main types of sales quotas, which is a sales volume quota, budget quota, activity quota and then a combination quota. In hierdie gedeelte van die videoreeks gaan ons dus kyk na hoe kan ons hierdie verkoopskwota administreer. En dit is 'n baie belangrike gedeelte. Dit is baie nice en goed en wel om 'n verkoopskwota te hê. Maar as jy dit nie reg administreer nie, gaan dit nie regtig die resultate vir die besigheid gee wat hulle baie graag verwag nie. And I want you at this point to remember that many businesses focus on achieving organizational objectives so that they can make a profit. En natuurlik, soos ons in die vorige les geleer het, gaan dit nie net oor verkope nie, dit gaan ook oor winste nie. So we want to have maximum profits with minimum expenses and that is the important part that you have to remember. So hoe gaan ons hierdie verkoopskwota stelsel administreer? Nou julle kan saam met my volg in die handboek op bladsy 46 en 47. En hulle gee vir jou so 'n paar maniere hoe 'n mens dit kan ordentlik administreer. And the first one they give us is to be accurate, fair and attainable. So when you set these sales quotas, make sure that they are accurate. Maak seker dat dit akkuraat is in die sin dat dit die regte produk weerspieël, die regte kwantiteite weerspieël en ook natuurlik die regte volumes. Of course, it also has to be fair. We need to make sure that the sales territory with the sales potential will correspond with the sales quota. Jy kan nie byvoorbeeld vir iemand in 'n nuwe gebied insit en vir hom verwag om nou 100,000 produkte verkoop nie. You need to make sure that it is fair and of course attainable. Jy kan ook nie 'n verkoopskwota so hoog maak dat jou verkoopspersoon nooit daardie target gaan kan bereik nie. So make sure it's fair, accurate and attainable. Dit moet bereikbaar wees. Then you must ensure and maintain a sales personnel's acceptance of these quotas. And this is another HR element that I want to explain to you today. When we set up any form of objectives that our employees need to achieve over a period of time, it is extremely important to get their buy-in and their commitment. As 'n bestuurspan kan ons nie hierdie doelwitte stel en dit vir ons werkers gee en sê dat jy gaan nie. Dit werk nie so nie. Dit is 'n proses van consultation. We need to consult with our workers and say, listen, this is your sales territory, this is the sales potential, our suggestion for your sales quotas is this. Do you agree? Do you think we should change it? And just get their input. Want as jy hulle insette kry, gaan hulle baie meer bereid wees om hard te werk om daardie doelwitte te bereik. So it's not just about deciding as a management team what the quotas will be and then forcing your workers to abide by them, but it's more a process of consultation and more a participative method of getting your workers involved as well. So dis baie belangrik wanneer jy hierdie verkoopskwotas administreer dat jy wel jou werkers se opinies en hulle insette ook daarvoor kry. We need to get their input for sales quota. We must keep them informed as well. So sou die verkoopskwota verander oor 'n tydperk. Ons vat byvoorbeeld nou die lockdown. Baie besighede het veral in die retail het hulle verkoopskwotas lekker hoog opgestoot because they expect people to actually come shopping more often and buy in larger quantities. So hulle kan in hierdie geval sê okay, kom ons stoot die verkoopskwotas op, whereas other businesses which are currently experiencing the lockdown with us, they can say okay, let's reduce our sales quotas for the next few months, net om seker te maak dat dit nog steeds bereikbaar bly vir jou verkoopspersoneel binne in die huidige situasie van ons land. You also need to understand that it needs continuous managerial control and monitoring. As a sales manager, you must monitor the progress of your sales personnel in the field. Jy gaan kort met hulle moet opcheck en sê, "Jep, hoe vorder julle? Is julle nog op trek? Is there something that we should be aware of? Do we need to adjust or amend the sales quotas that we have given to you? Of kan ons dit hoër maak, kan ons dit laer maak? Of wat is die huidige situasie daarvan?" Okay, so dit is die laaste gedeelte van verkoopsquotas. And remember guys, when we have these sales quotas, it's not just a matter of imposing them on employees. Not at all. We need to get their buy-in, we need to get their participation, and then we need to have their commitment as well. Die besigheid gaan slegs soveel eenhede verkoop soos wat hulle verkoopspersoneel verkoop. And if we treat them well, and we give them equitable workload, we give them a territory that is fair, we give them sales quotas that they had a part in, then we will see maximum results. So om maksimale resultate te verkry, is dit baie belangrik om jou verkoopspersoneel in hierdie proses te ken en om seker te maak dat hulle op dieselfde bladsy as jy is. Nou toe, dit is die einde van hoofstuk 5. You already have the notes for module 5. Please prepare accordingly. From tomorrow we will work on module 6. So tot dan, gesels ons weer môre. Bye!